In business tonight, West Coast restaurants and hotels affected by the recent natural gas shortage are hopeful there are no more interruptions of the supply. One restaurant owner who preferred not to speak on camera said there has been a trickle-down effect that has touched multiple players in the tourism and associated industries. The owner said that over a space of 3 days during the busy Christmas period, 65 guests walked out on one night, while another 70 guests walked out on the second night. The owner also said that the reputations of that restaurant and others in the busy high-end West Coast tourism belt were severely compromised. Another owner said the overall cost of the outage extended beyond acquiring new stove equipment and liquid petroleum gas bottles. He said he had also had to give complimentary meals and drinks to customers, costing thousands of dollars to help minimize the fallout. The local private sector may not see the positive effects of lower global oil prices until well into next year. This assessment from Alex McDonald, the chairman of the Barbados Private Sector Association, or the BPSA. He says that the largest producer in the OPEC group, Saudi Arabia, has announced that it has no plans to increase prices or cut production, so the low oil prices should be with us for a little while.
If we can pass on the effects of a lower oil price and so on, for our tourism and hospitality sector, for the manufacturing and agricultural sector, they should see a benefit maybe towards the middle of the year coming through once the prices are passed on swiftly. We hope that that can happen, of course. If, however, there is something that changes, then we think that the oil prices, if something happens in the world that moves the oil prices up, then we do know that the correction will be immediate and swift in terms of not wanting to eat any of the costs that we would have had. I do hope that we're hedging against oil now so that we can buy up oil at the price that it is now. This is quite a low price that we've seen for a long, long time.
Meanwhile, the BPSA chairman says on the flip side, the lower oil prices could potentially have a slowing impact on the ongoing local renewable energy thrust.
For the green energy drive, it may slow it down a bit, because as oil becomes cheaper, the numbers around the justification for green energy become harder to improve, except that you want to come off the grid and you want to do your own thing. So for that industry, that may be a bit of a tough year for them.
And here now is a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region.